Hello everyone, we are glad to have you back. In the 5th episode of Shogun, the destiny of John Blackthorne's gardener almost forces the recently appointed Hatamoto to flee Japan permanently. In Broken to the Fist, the 5th episode of Shogun, Lord Toranaga makes his way back from Edo, and it is shockingly revealed that Toda Buntero, Lady Mariko's Samurai husband, has managed to escape and survive Osaka, as they are obliged to live under one roof with Lady Mariko and her consort, Usami Fuji. Buntero confronts and tests Blackthorn. Blackthorn receives a pheasant from Lord Toranaga, who treats it like a delicacy, as payment for Blackthorn's successful leadership of Lord Yabushige's forces while his absence in Edo. Blackthorn hangs the pheasant up in the garden, where it rots for days and releases a foul smell, to prepare it the best manner he knows how. The new Hatamoto and Shogun does his utmost to explain that no one is permitted to approach the pheasant by using the phrase for death incorrectly and facetiously, because he hardly speaks any Japanese. Owing to the great authority that Lord Toranaga bestowed upon him as a Hatamoto, Blackthorn had complete control over Usami Fuji and the employees of the Ajiro residences that he was assigned as part of his rank. This includes the gardener, who disregarded Blackthorn's wishes and was later found to be the one to dispose of the deceased bird. Blackthorn's consort took his words literally, even though it is clear that he did not intend for touching the pheasant to result in execution. Until then, the Hatamoto had been primarily fascinated and amused by Japanese customs, so he was shocked to learn that his remarks had caused the gardener Ajiro to die. He had no idea how devoted his followers would be to carrying out his instructions and desires, regardless of how harsh or strange they might appear. It only serves to highlight how dissimilar Blackthorn's world is from Shogun's depiction of the ritualistic culture of medieval Japan. Later on, Lady Mariko tells Blackthorn that his commands as the Hatamoto carry enormous weight and significance, no matter what he says. Blackthorn tried his hardest to make his point without Mariko to translate, but his misapplication of the language was ultimately the source of the issue. When Muraji frames Blackthorn as Toranaga's spy, he eventually finds meaning in Yujiro's senseless murder, which he fully accepts responsibility for. In an episode of Shogun that will probably not allow the Hatamoto to leave Japan permanently, Blackthorn asks Toranaga for permission to do so. It's unclear, though, if the gardener is indeed dead. Toranaga cautioned his spy, Muraji, earlier in the episode to exercise additional caution now that Yabushige was hunting for the mole. Despite Muraji's desire to surrender, Toranaga refused to accept it and recommended they locate another spy for Yabushige to find. Muraji declared that the gardener, who had already been slain, was the spy at the conclusion of Shogun Episode 5. Given that Yujiro's body was never revealed, it's possible that he was moved and utilized to hide Toranaga's true spy. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.